Welcome to Wine.
Wine and Books.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We switched it up tonight for a little Valentine's date night at home. So we don't have wine as often, so it's a special treat.
Yes, it's a wine night. We're having a Malbec. It's usually our go-to wine. If we're going to get wine, red wine, we should go Malbec. Maybe Shiraz.
We do like some others, but Malbec is our favorite.
Yeah. We like them a little like earthy.
Spicy.
With some spice. This one's not very spicy, but we like them pretty spicy. If you have any recommendations for good wines, let us know.
Yes.
Because we don't drink wine a lot, but we like it spicy
like
and earthy and delicious.
Yep. So after we get off of here, I think we're gonna watch a movie and continue to enjoy our wine. And I'll still try to sneak some reading in before I fall asleep, but we'll see. On a night when we watch a movie, obviously it gets later to be reading, so I can normally only do like a little bit before I fall asleep. But yeah, hopefully you've had a good day and a good week, and you'll be watching this on Saturday. I'm gonna have to get it posted like pretty early because we are going on a trip with my brothers and their wives, so we're doing that. Not just a day trip. We are spending the night.
We got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, in another place in Wisconsin. So I will get this video uploaded so you can be watching tomorrow. And we are going to have a little theme here with it being Valentine's Day. So
we always got to first touch on our virtual book club book. Obviously, that's tradition. So we are meeting for this book next Sunday, the 23rd.
Just a little over a week away.
There's still time to join in. We are reading this book here. Katie told me today that she caught up to me.
So we're in the same spot.
Our bookmarks are mating. So we're at the very same spot in the book. But it's good so far.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's really I mean, this city that she's working at this bookstore, and it's really weird. I mean, there's some weird
vibes.
There's some weird stuff going on in this city. It's called Bell River, and there's some weird stuff going on there. So we're about to find out what's going on, but it's very suspicious. But it is good, very readable. It's moving really fast.
I think it'll be a good story. I'm excited to get further into it.
Yeah, it's a real good book. Easy reader.
Yes, it's good because we don't have much time left to read it.
We'll see how much reading we get done this weekend because we're going to be out of town.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably bring some books, but hopefully we can read them.
I would think, later in the day, tomorrow, if we don't all stay up too late, maybe we can sneak some in.
There is a hot tub.
Maybe we'll bring our books to the hot tub.
Seems kind of weird.
Probably not. I mean, I don't want to drop it.
I'd have to put it in a bag or something. A Ziploc bag. So, if you want to join the book club, let us know. On any of the social medias, we'd love to have you join in. But we also today we're going to talk about some of the romance rom-coms that we want to read on our radar in honor of Valentine's Day.
Yes, some of mine are on my Kindle, which I'm not going to take the time tonight to show you because I should say it's quite a few that are on there. So I would say those are priority for me, but they're not in physical form. So for the sake of time, I wanted to show, physical books from our shelves that are high priority for me. And then there's some other ones that have not yet released that I don't have in my possession that I'm definitely excited for. So I'll say that right away. There's an Abby Jimenez book coming out and Emily Henry. They're my two favorite romance authors. So those are very highly anticipated for me, but I do not have them in my possession. So these will be other ones that I'm excited to read.
So Katie's got 4 books, I got 3, so we're going to try to move quick through this because we got a movie to watch.
Because it's our date night.
Or
we still wanted to share
a show to watch, but it's Friday night. We film Beer and Books / Wine and Books.
Yes.
We'll be back to Beer and Books next Friday, but,
Well, actually, you know what? Next Friday, I have my in-person book club, so I don't know. We might have to film quite late.
They're going to have to wait. Maybe they'll be in it.
Book club is gonna have to wait.
We'll have to get them in on it or something.
maybe it could be a book club. I just thought of that. So we have our virtual book club coming up next Sunday, but my in-person book club meets Friday.
Yeah, you're right.
So
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. There will still be a video. Just might not be filmed on Friday.
So comment below what your favorite rom-coms are, or maybe a rom-com that's.
If you're a romance reader, I know not everybody is.
Yeah, if you like romance or rom-coms. Yeah.
Or maybe more of like so we're not going to show them in this video, but maybe like books that are more like about friendship or family, like a different kind of love. I enjoy books like that as well. So if you have any good recommendations in that genre.
We'll always take recs, and we always want to hear what your favorites are, because maybe we haven't read them yet.
Yep.
We might have them.
Still tons of books we haven't
read.
may
have them, but we haven't read them yet. I have it, but I haven't read it.
But I haven't read it. That was like a thing that was going, that people were using in Reels on Instagram, and I used it once too a long time ago.
I have it, but I haven't read it.
You just like place it down, like, and it says, I have it, but I haven't read it. It's like, oh, it's kind of a lot.
That's good. At least you have it.
Yeah, have it. For when I'm ready.
You're halfway there once you have it.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the books.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first. You got one more.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to show is The Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves. I feel like this book isn't very popular for some reason, or I should say it's just not popular in the social media world. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but I have heard like maybe a couple different people mention it and then are confused as to why it's not getting more attention. So I'm really excited to find out for myself, and I've had this one on my shelf for too long. So yeah, I really want to give it a read sooner rather than later. It doesn't look very long. Taylor Jenkins Reid, who I absolutely love, says wise, tender, and refreshing, a must-read author.
Must read.
The New York Times bestselling author of On the Island presents an addictive, hopelessly romantic novel about the power of fate and unconditional love. So yeah, it looks good. I think it takes place in Chicago,
nice.
Or like Illinois, Chicago, maybe in a couple different places in Illinois. The main character is named Annika Rose, and I kind of like that because our youngest child is Annalie, so kind of similar, and her middle name is Rose, so kind of fun.
Rose, that's so Valentine's Day.
It is, it's perfect. So yeah, let me know if you've read this book. I think it looks good, and it's like it seems like it's an under the radar book.
That's good.
Is what I would call it. So I should read it soon so that I can start telling other people to read it.
That's good. So the next book is a book that Katie has read. I have not read it, but it's from one of our favorite authors, who is Geneva Rose.
Yes, she's known for her thrillers.
Yeah, so this is a rom-com that she wrote.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
It's about a girl who gets amnesia, and there are three guys kind of like, saying that they're her boyfriend, right? And she doesn't remember any of them, so it's kind of like going on dates with them again. So
it reminds me of 50 First Dates, the movie 50 First Dates. If you've seen that one, this one it's kind of similar. Has like a similar, or similar vibes, I should say.
Just with multiple guys.
And I wouldn't call it a squeaky clean romance, but it is a closed door romance. And I don't remember there being a lot of language in it. I feel like it's like pretty,
wildly romantic.
It's funny.
Wildly really romantic and dizzyingly funny journey. So
it's pretty short too. I want to say it's under 300 pages.
Yeah.
Pretty short book.
So this is probably one you maybe haven't seen either. Yeah, it's a little under the radar too, but it's from one of our favorite authors. We've read a lot of her books. Katie's read almost all of them. I've read a few. And then this is one that, So she's able to write in multiple genres.
Yeah, which is it's impressive. She's even working on a horror novel now too. So she does thrillers. So I mean, I guess you could say thriller and horror is similar, but they are different. So
thrillers aren't always always scary. So check that one out. This one's on my radar. I mean, Katie's told me a lot about it already, but
you should still read it. Read it for yourself.
I don't remember it.
That's good, because I read that one a while ago, so that's probably why I don't remember.
Check it out. Put it on your TBR.
Next up for me, I think I might have talked about this one in a recent video. Because it is on my February TBR specifically.
February's half over.
We're running out of time, so we will see. But I still would really like to read it soon. Because this is another one that has been on my shelf for too long. But it's called By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. It's got a really pretty cover. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So this is a meant to be novel. So it's in a little series with multiple authors. So it's all different authors. And then I have 2 more on my shelf. I still need the other one. But I have In Her Shoes, I believe is what it's called. And that's like a Cinderella retelling. And then Kiss the Girl. So that would be The Little Mermaid. And then the one that I don't have is Tangled Up in You.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that one as well, but I haven't read any of them. So that's why I haven't been in like a huge hurry to get the 4th one, but I will want it because I want to have the collection. But yeah, I'm sure it's very cute.
Didn't you start it?
This one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't started it. I had a bookmark in there for the longest time.
Oh,
Look, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day.
I'm a sucker.
I'm a sucker for friends to lovers. Yep, that is my favorite.
I saw
trope.
the bookmark in there.
Yeah, I did not start it, but it was
that
like my
meant you started.
intention, you know, like it's right in there at the prologue.
Once you get that bookmark in, it's just it's go time.
Yeah.
You can't take it out then.
This fairy tale rom-com mashup is total magic, swoon-worthy from start to finish. Sometimes to truly know a person, you have to read between the lines.
Of course.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Books about books. Looks like, yeah. This is like a really fun cover too. So yeah, that one's been speaking to me for a really long time.
Why aren't you answering?
Hello. Yeah.
I mean, you never answer the phone, so it's like, hello, it's your book. I mean, you just like
I need to pay attention to that.
You want it to text you,
I guess,
or email. It's not easier. All right, here's one that Katie surprised me with last year, and I had to have it.
But you still haven't read it.
No, but
I can't.
I have it, but I haven't read it. But I still like,
But like with our whole, I'm sorry, but like you gotta bump that one up because especially with this being beer and books, tonight it's wine. But this would be a great one to talk about on beer and books.
So you gotta see this cover, the title. I've got my mind set on brew.
I mean, come on. And then all of the chapters are titled with like a different kind of beer.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
So this is an enemies to lovers workplace romance.
I had never heard of it before. It was just I was browsing. So I was at Barnes & Noble for a different event, and then browsed afterwards. And so I was just like, I mean, I think I had a few books in mind for myself that I had wanted to pick up, but then was just kind of, browsing randomly.
Yep.
And I came across that one and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I sent a picture of it to Corey, and I was just going to get it without talking to him first, but I was just like, oh, do you want this one? He was like, yeah.
For everyone working at crafting their own happy ending. So this book just came out last year, so it is new. Yeah, you probably have not seen this one, but I'm a sucker for a rom-com with a cheesy title, especially relating to things I like. Yeah. Like I read one last year about
like gardening.
It was another enemies, and I don't really honestly, enemies to lovers is my least favorite trope. But it seems like a lot of the books I'm drawn to are enemies to lovers, so I just have to go with it. Yeah. But check this one out if you like beer and books. Come on, and romance. So I'm excited for this one. Who knows when I'll read it, but I probably should be the next rom-com I do read.
Yeah. No, because it would fit with our, what we got going on.
Someone's got to pick it up and read it with me, maybe, because
there you go.
Then we can talk about it. Beer.
Yes. My next one has one of the most stunning covers I've probably ever seen, honestly. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. I started reading a different book by her, which they talk about on the front of this one, 7 Days in June. I started reading it last June, and then I stopped. Not because I wasn't enjoying it.
June ended.
But June is over. And I literally could not bring myself to finish it. I know, I'm really weird. You can make fun of me. It's fine. And I just, had 1,000 other books going at the same time. So I abandoned it. But I do have every intention of coming back to it. I'll probably even, start it in May this year or something, even though it is 7 days in June. And I'm hoping that I can just pick up where I left off, and it won't be too hard for me to remember what was going on. I may have to go back a couple chapters or something to refresh my memory. But yeah, I feel like though when I read the description of this one, it does appeal to me more than that one. So I do want to go back to it. I really do. I've heard mostly excellent things about that book. So I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth me going back, not just like having it be a DNF. But I'm really excited for this one. This has like a touch of magic in it, so it's got that magical realism element to it.
That's always good.
And I'm really into that. One florist, one pianist, one love story, 100 years in the making. Set against the backdrop of contemporary Harlem and 1920s decadence, A Love Song for Ricky Wilde is a modern fairy tale of two passionate artists drawn to the magic and romance of New York and whose lives are irreversibly linked. So yeah, I don't know. I think it sounds really good. And I am, a very musical person. I love to sing. That's one of my biggest hobbies besides reading. So anything like music related really speaks to my heart. And then here you go, a florist as well. You might even like this one. I'll have to let you know, and then maybe you'll want to read it too. And then look at, it's so pretty. The purple on purple on purple. It's gorgeous.
You can tell it's from Aardvark.
Aardvark. Gotta love it. Yeah, I honestly think between this one that I just showed you and this one, I actually would read this one first. Yeah, that one's been on our shelf for a long time, and it's so pretty. Like, I just love the color.
I mean, all their books are so nice.
I hope the inside is just as stunning, but I mean, I'm obsessed with the.
It will be
the purple.
It probably will. All right, one more for me is from another author that I really like. I have read 2 of her books before, and she is a Wisconsin author, which is cool. Because we're from Wisconsin, and all of her books do take place in Wisconsin. But this one is The Coincidence of Coconut Cake.
And that one's a romance?
It is a romance.
Okay.
So
is that an enemies to lovers one?
Yeah, so... yeah. The reason I like her books is because they take place in Wisconsin. This one takes place in Milwaukee, and they always have food themes. Mm-hmm. All of her books have a food theme. Well,
and the 2 that you've read so far have magical realism as well.
Yes.
But that one doesn't,
I don't think this one does.
Okay.
But it's about a chef, Lou Johnson. So she works at a restaurant, and she ends up getting a really bad review from a food critic, a restaurant critic. And obviously that is not good for her. But she ends up meeting him a different time, and they end up striking it up and like hitting it off, but they don't know who each other are.
Didn't we think that the premise reminded us of a movie that Catherine Zeta-Jones is in?
Yes.
What is it called? I always forget the name of it. Oh my gosh, it drives me crazy.
We forgot it.
Maybe you've seen it.
Please comment.
It's with her and what is the actor's name? He's in like the Batman movies, and he's got like sandy blonde hair. If you know the movie that we're talking about, kudos to you.
Yeah, we just watched it recently, but yeah, it's very similar.
It just gives me the vibe.
So it is obviously enemies to lovers, but it's also like, I don't know what the trope would be. Like they just don't know who each other are. Mm. So I'm assuming they obviously figure it out. It almost reminds me of You've Got Mail too.
Yeah,
it's kind of a similar, like.
Because they find out eventually, like when You've Got Mail.
I was hoping
that movie is one of my favorite movies of all time.
But yeah, if you haven't checked,
side note,
if you check out her book, she's got a lot of books, and they're all on my list. If you like food, drinks, take place in Wisconsin, rom-coms, funny, magical realism. And then a couple of them are
magical realism, yeah.
And so we have all but one of her books.
Mm-hmm. And I've only read 1 so far. He's read 2.
But yeah, this one sounds pretty good if you're into that theme. Mm-hmm. And look at the cake.
I mean, come on. Who's not hungry now?
Yeah, she has another one. It's called Luck, Love, and Lemon Pie.
Say that one 10 times fast. I wouldn't be able
to. Luck, Love, and Lemon Pie.
Don't do it.
The end. The end. So those are my 3. Katie's got one more, and then
last but not
least.
Out. Ooh, this kind of matches my shirt.
It does.
I like it. Look at that. The pink is like perfect. Couldn't have planned that better. This is called Is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins.
Is she really going out with him?
You're welcome.
I always sing. Every time I look at that book, I sing it. I don't need the wine, but that's just me.
That's just him.
Just normal.
I'm actually really surprised I haven't read this yet because it was like super highly anticipated for me when it came out in November, I believe. I'm still salty about the fact that Aardvark did not get this though, and that Book of the Month got it instead, because I have a different one by her that I was absolutely obsessed with that I actually really want to reread. The Good Part, and that was not her first novel. It's just the first one that I read by her, and I have that one upstairs. On our red shelf, and I really do want to reread it. It's just so good, and I've heard really good things about this one. But I have The Good Part from Aardvark, and I really thought that they would get this one, because they do oftentimes get like repeat authors, but sometimes they don't for whatever reason. So Book of the Month got it instead. So now my copies don't match, and it's okay. But
but I was
a little sad. And I have a couple others by her that also don't match because they're in paperback form, and they were not from Aardvark. So it is what it is.
I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I've read one other one by her, and then The Good Part. So she's an excellent author. I really love her. I've heard really good reviews about this one so far. There isn't really a brief synopsis, but basically this is like a single mom situation. So she's divorced, I believe.
No Reservations. I just thought of it.
There you go.
Thank you.
The movie that is like the last book that he just showed.
Sorry to interrupt.
I knew that it started
No
with
Reservation
too, and I could not.
I don't remember the actor's name though. It'll come to me like after we press
Later,
off.
when we're done.
But just comment who it is for me quick, then I'll know.
I know. You know what I do when I'm trying to think of a name of somebody? Start at the beginning of the alphabet.
I know him as Harvey Dent in the Batman movies.
Yeah. You know, but go through the alphabet in your head, and it might come to you like the first name.
All right.
I don't know. Do that while I'm talking.
You do your thing.
You could give it to me.
If I interrupt again, just
yep, that's all right. It's okay.
Or I'll wake up at 2 a.m. and be like, I got it.
I know who it is.
That's what always
and
happens.
I'll be like, shut up.
And you'll slap me, but it'll be worth it.
So anyway, this is about a single mom, and her kids basically try to set her up on dates. So I think it has a really cute premise. So it's like a second chance romance for her. I don't believe it's where she gets back together with her previous husband, at least not that I'm aware of. I think it's like she goes on probably some really interesting dates, and I'm guessing it makes for a pretty funny story. So lighthearted. Yeah. So I'm excited to start this one. I don't know when I will start it, but I really should. It really should have been a top priority for me for this month. Looks very Valentine's-y.
Rom-coms are all year.
Sweater.
Could be all year round.
Yes, they don't have to strictly be in February. Somebody asked that during our last Let's Talk Books, I think. Was like asking like if we do like an all month romance, and I was like, no. Exclusively rom-coms. Although if you're on Instagram, I like very often will share, like after I finish a book or two, I'll add them to a slide that like kind of tracks my reading throughout the month, and I've been trying to do that for him now too. When he finishes a book. And my last like 3 books are all romance. So I feel like I have been reading quite a bit of romance. But my next 2 will not really be. I feel like the ones that I will mark finished, like the next couple will not be romance. So I'll break it up a little bit. But
we always kind of gotta get a thriller going.
Yeah, you gotta have some.
I mean, I've been honestly craving a horror book.
Nothing says love like a horror book.
I got this book upstairs called Fantastic Land.
That looks pretty good.
That really looks excellent. So, that's that. This is our shortest episode to date. So,
yep. Cheers to that.
Cheers. We did it. Nice work. Valentine's Day miracle.
Cheers to you.
Enjoy a good book. Enjoy a beverage. And
we will
have a good weekend.
Talk to you next time.
Yes.
Bye.